What's going on, everybody? You are now tuned in to the Triple M Boxing Channel, your source for all your boxing needs. And man, this weekend we're actually blessed from Friday to Saturday with some amazing fights happening. The first fight we'll go over is Christian Mbilli versus, I'm gonna butcher his first name, Maciej,
Ah,
Maciej, Sulecki,
Sulecki.
out in Quebec. That's man, I'm excited for this. Why? Number one, it's our Canadian countrymen, Christian and Billy, going to war for the WBC interim world super middleweight strap. What are your thoughts on this fight, bro?
It's another step to getting that Canelo fight, or I guess Crawford fight, whoever wins it, right? Um, he's been Canelo has dominated this weight class for a while. That everyone's just fighting for that second spot, and that's what he's doing right now. Obviously, until you get Canelo, you can't be the first. It sucks that Crawford gets it before you, but money talks at the end of the day. But that's what he's doing. He's fighting for that second spot or mandatory spot to get a chance to take a shot at Canelo. Um, and I think Sulecki is a solid fighter. If he gets past it, that's a good guy on your resume. He fought the likes of Daniel Jacobs, Demetrius Andrade, whatever, however you want to say it. And he also fought, what's his name? Pacheco. Granted, all those were losses, but it's still, it's one of those fights where you kind of test to see where you are and where you stand with all these guys that are all fighting for the second spot. That's what they're all doing. Um, I think it's a good stay busy fight. It's going to be a tough one. I think Mbilli, though, I think his pressure and relentlessness will be key to a KO victory. I'm, I think he's going to KO Sulecki, but I think I also think Sulecki is going to be a tough guy until he goes. But and Billy's going to out tough him, and he's going to be victorious that night. In my opinion, getting that strap, at least that's one belt for maybe a mandatory shot against Canelo, or bigger fights in the future. But what do you think?
Dude, I think Sulecki is no chump, but at the same time, I'm saying in Billy under 6 rounds, he got this.
Ooh,
That's that's where my money's going on this Friday. And Billy under 6 rounds. I might even mess around and do a parlay and do and Billy by KO because man, he got the strength, bro. He got the hands. Pause. And man, dude, and like you said, man, that pressure. I think he's really gonna outclass Sulecki, and but at the same time, like I said, Sulecki, he ain't no chump. He's gonna put up a great fight. But at the same time, man, and Billy under six. I really don't see how Sulecki, number one, has I'm gonna say it, enough skills to beat Mbilli, but I think Mbilli is gonna take him under six by KO.
I
That's
think
that's
it's
that's my professional prediction.
I think it's a good showcase for him. This fight. Jalecki, he also he kind of goes to war. More
Yeah,
often than what he should be doing. But um, again, I think Billy's here to put on a show to get noticed. Turkey's watching, and I think this win will obviously just keep him going to where he's going. Hopefully, a title shot, if not a bigger fight. Maybe against a Munguia, against a Pacheco, Berlanga, a lot of big names at 168. Plant, hell, Charlo, might be moving up. So a lot of big names at 168. If you can't get Canelo, there's other guys that you can fight, and then I really hope that he gets one of those big names, if not Canelo or maybe Bud.
yeah, man, 100%. And Billy's more hungrier, man. I want to see him up in getting like the bigger names eventually. And if he loses this fight, man, like all the hard work it's gonna be hard to rebuild,
It's
in,
yeah,
in my opinion.
it's what 5 to 10 steps back.
Yeah,
Like
literally, right?
he is
So
doing right now. Isn't it Trump?
yeah,
He lost in the knockout. He won, but now he tested positive. So that's his 10th step. So we'll see what happens with him. But you know, I really hope that doesn't happen to Billy.
Yeah, man. Fingers crossed, man. Like I said, man, and Billy under six, parlay with a KO. Take you later. This is not professional advice. Anyways, now this Saturday, live. It's live on Netflix, right? From what I
Um,
recall,
is it?
it should be. I believe. Is it live on Netflix?
Can you
It
check?
is. It is. Oh, it is
I don't
not
think it
live
is.
on
I don't
Netflix.
think it is.
It is on the Zone by pay
Yeah,
per view. So make sure you catch it on the Zone by pay per view. But this Saturday, Jake Paul versus Julio Chavez Jr.
the JR.
The JR, man. This is gonna be a great fight. I think. I really don't know what to think about this fight because we know how Jake Paul's fights have gone in the past. You know, we think a certain individual is going to take him, but incoming
They
fight
never
night, we're
do.
like, what the heck is going on here? Right? The way that you fought before is it didn't look like that on that night. You know, so like in my opinion, every time Jake Paul fights, it's very unpredictable.
Yeah,
I'm not putting anything down on Jake Paul. You know, he has been putting in that work. If you see him train, like he is actually training like a boxer, the way he presents himself in the ring, yes, he has the skills, but at the same time, when he gets put up against quote unquote high level fighters, it's like, where was this high level fighter that we've seen in the past on fight night?
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So in my opinion, I'm not much of a conspiracist, but we might see a huge upset in the boxing world this Saturday. What are your thoughts on this fight, man?
I'm with you. I mean, I think we're at a point where we have to treat Jake Paul as just literally just a professional boxer with a big following, like Ryan Garcia. Obviously, he's gonna be there to promote the fights, talk is talk. But we should all just treat him as a professional boxer. You know, he's fought professional boxers before, knocked him out. Um, Obviously, yeah, the Mike Tyson performance is different. But yeah, when he fought Tommy Fury, it was that guy was a professional boxer. It was a close fight. He knocked him down. Yes, he lost, but hey, that wasn't a landslide. You can argue it was a draw. You can argue he could have won. But now he's fighting an actual, oh, not actual, but he's fighting another professional boxer that has fought the likes of Canelo. Um, Chavez was once the prospect that people were saying. They were saying that he was the next big thing, Chavez Jr. But obviously, that's a little underwhelming. Based on his career, he lost to a UFC fighter. He lost to Silva. But we can't get rid of the fact that he is still a professional boxer with over 40 fights. He has a lot of fights in his name. So I think this will be a good test. Just being honest, you know. Although I think it's going to be a cruiserweight, a weight that Jake is comfortable in. But mind you, these guys are big boys, man. So I think it's going to be a good test for Jake Paul. I think it's going to be a close fight. Just being honest with you, this is a true boxer with experience. But I don't know what to expect based on Chavez's. He's been underwhelming. I wouldn't be surprised if Jake Paul wins. That's all I can say. Like I said, I'm treating him like a pro fighter now. But the big thing about this fight, if Jake Paul wins, he's going to be ranked by, I believe, the WBC. So that puts him up with, closer and closer to his goal of being world champion. And it's crazy because we were just saying how this is a joke, a year or two ago. And now he's in an important fight of his life where if he wins, he might get a title shot. So that's hey, shout out to Jake Paul for doing this, man. We'll see how it goes Saturday night.
Yeah, man. It's just interesting to see how he's able to like market himself, you know, like he's getting a lot of eyes on boxing now. And like since we're talking about a lot of eyes on boxing, dude, this whole undercard, insane. Actually insane. We have Schofield versus Farmer.
That's a good one. That's a good start.
Unbelievable. Oh
That's a
my
good
God,
start.
it's gonna be a crazy fight. We have Holly Holm, who we just found out recently has what, over 30 fights in
That's
professional
crazy.
boxing from 2013 and
After
under.
retiring from UFC,
Ain't that messed up? Like I always thought she was just a UFC fighter until
I
literally
as
this morning.
I actually thought she was just gonna be. This was gonna be her first boxing fight.
Yeah. I thought it was gonna be her debut. It's gonna be nuts, right? So like that's gonna be even more eyes because Holly Holm, she was a household name in the UFC, right?
Yeah,
We have Gilberto Ramirez versus Dorticos.
that one is
We
gonna
have,
be
we
a
have
setup
that.
because that's Ramirez is the champion at
Yeah,
cruiserweight. So if Jake Paul wins, that could be the guy that he fights, which is gonna be crazy because Ramirez is no joke. This guy fought Bivol. This guy fought William Smith. This guy is tough. So it'll be crazy to see Jake Paul against that guy. But man, I'm at a point where I think that's gonna happen anyway. So it'll be good.
it is. And if Jake Paul wins, who knows? He might even get the shot. But who knows? We'll save it for another conversation.
Opatea,
But
nah, not yet,
yeah,
not yet.
yeah. Imagine just feed him to Opateo. We'll see what happens. That'd be an
He
unbelievable
might
fight.
get
But
there. That's the thing. That Jake Paul is in that trajectory. It's crazy, but it's possible now. See,
yeah,
it's just Jake Paul going to like a YouTuber to possibly getting a world title. Even just that possibility is crazy to me.
yeah, man. Like you said, man, money talks. So it is a very big possibility, which is kind of crazy to think.
These guys
You know,
these champions are gonna take it right away against Jake Paul against a bigger network. Yes, big money, and they're gonna
right?
think Jake Paul's a bum, right? So it's a no brainer for these champions if that fight was off.
Yeah, man. I'd take it.
Hell
No,
yeah,
right?
hell yeah.
Right? And since we're talking about like just getting all the eyes on there, just look at the variety of fights that's offered on Saturday that people can watch, man. The amount of people that are going to be watching,
Yeah,
I can already tell. There's going to be a lot of people watching incoming Saturday night. So get your get your pay-per-view, man. Make sure you watch and let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think Jake Paul is going to win? Do you think Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is going to take the W? Do you think he's going to let down his family name? Oh man, who knows? We'll see. Do you think Mbilli is going to get the KO under 6? Are you going to ride with us? And again, this is not betting advice, but let us know what you guys think in
especially
the
not
comment section below.
us.
Yeah, not
We're
us.
not-
Don't tail it, but tail it if you want to. But let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. And until next time, guys, we're the opposite of it. Out.